Okay, take 3. You didn't have to hear our first 2 takes. We're just trying to get this down. We've never actually done live commentary in an episode. This is the Summer of Morris blog. I'm Derek Morris.
And I am Mr. Leon Carosi.
And we are home together for the holidays. It's the first time we've ever watched and reviewed episodes at the same time in the same room. So we thought we would actually do audio commentary and see how that works.
For the episode appropriately titled Home for Christmas.
That's right. And they actually called it Christmas. They had the balls to do that back in the 90s. That was cool.
Yeah. Really?
Especially...
Do we have to start this over? For the 4th time.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that goes as commentary these days. Oh yeah, Christmas, war on Christmas, blah blah blah.
Yeah. So I'll try to focus my thoughts and come up with something slightly more insightful than that as we go forward in this episode.
I'm just going to talk about Slater's boner in the first scene for the 4th time in a row.
It's very difficult to see what's coming up and not make an observation about it, though, so...
Yeah, we'll post a picture, you'll see it. It's really quite startling how big of a boner the guy has. Because as I said last time, if you would have listened to that, if you would have let us listen to that, it's like he fluffs himself before he comes on set.
What's great is that there's adults around...
Actually, scratch that. Screech probably fluffs him, let's be honest.
But there are adults around who are allowing that to happen. That's how disposable they thought this show to be. They're like, no one's ever going to rewind and see if this guy has a boner or not. And they literally destroyed their tape library. The originals don't exist. But anyway.
Yeah,
Zach is smart. So Zach is smart enough to be covering his midsection with a pillow.
I wonder if Zach's hiding his boner has anything to do with Slater having a boner. Openly. Maybe they were... Wow, maybe they were in some sort of 69 formation before.
It could be like Burt Ward's novel about the Batman production, how it was just an all-out... Well, we won't get into that. I mean, they are kids. But it's clear that they're up to some sort of shenanigans, especially as you look at Slater standing here with some sort of a meat present hiding in his pants. And so he becomes a gift wrapper in this episode. He's obviously already wrapped something for somebody.
Gift wrap. Gift wrap. Isn't that an MCM or Christmas song?
Slater, gift wrap.
That's pretty great. They more or less ignore Screech. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 2, relaying some mindless thing that comes out of his mouth, and they ignore him both times without saying anything.
At least when Zach makes fun of Slater's ability to please women, everyone else goes, ooh, and makes a face, but when Screech says something, everyone just ignores him. It's great.
Maybe that's they're pausing for people at home to laugh. They expect they won't be able to hear the next line because they'll be laughing at what Screech said.
Sometimes the best gifts are the ones you can't wrap.
Oh, you guys, don't forget you promised.
The best gifts are the ones you can't wrap. That's not true. They did a skit on Saturday Night Live about how you can wrap a penis.
Okay, so we are now in the mall. It's back to All in the Mall. And this is the exact same window where they bought their U2 tickets, but now it's a gift wrap station. Where Slater is famously underperforming.
It's been repurposed with the same 4 people standing in line. And some old lady who seems to be trying to wrap a gift.
Yeah, I think that guy was here for U2 tickets.
Okay, there's no pressure applied on his neck there, by the way.
No, it's not a chokehold. He should be able to talk normally. He should just be really annoyed that this woman tried to assault him.
Plus, Slater's a wrestler. He should fucking flip her over and violate her.
I don't know if that has anything to do with wrestling. Have you ever wrestled anybody?
Okay, so in real life he's also a rapist, so... Either way...
Let's just clear the record. He's not a rapist. Oh, fuck.
What?
It's been upside down the whole time. I hope we picked this up.
Oh. He's an accused rapist.
No, he's not.
He was too.
Slater?
Yeah, Mario Lopez was accused rapist.
He's on Twitter. He might actually be watching this. Mario, we love you. We don't think that you did anything wrong, okay?
Allegedly did anything wrong. We don't think you allegedly did anything wrong.
Anyway, getting back to the purpose of this episode, we're now seeing that Jessie's terrible at her job, too.
Everyone's bad at their jobs, yeah.
Yeah. She's preparing little kids to talk to Santa Claus, and Zach is just sort of, hovering around, making fun of his friends.
Well, as we've already seen inside of his house, he's rich beyond measure and he needs no job.
Yeah, he's a child of privilege. They had the establishing shot of the Zach stocking, so his mom is preparing this elaborate display of Christmasosity just for Zach.
Hold on. Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, I didn't catch your name.
Laura, 5.
Well, where are you going?
can't be going home.
Also, this is kind of flawed. Everyone knows that homeless people, when they encounter non-homeless people, always use an assumed name.
And ask for money.
Oh, come on now.
No, it's true.
Okay, but first, check out this doll. It's called Squeeze and Squirt. Very nice, just have Slater wrap it.
Why does...
First, I want to make sure it works.
Yeah, it never occurred to me that Screech... I mean, I know they wanted to do a visual gag here of him getting pissed on by a doll.
But he's an only child.
And why does he have a doll that's got Squirt in the title?
Yeah, what kind of a doll is that?
I mean, I'm sure Dustin Diamond has a real doll that does some squirting these days, but...
But there's no doll ever made that would be... The only purpose for that doll is that it pisses its pants. You
Yeah.
squeeze it and squirts, right?
Yeah, and, I mean, he obviously put, like, at least 2 liters of water into it. You squeeze it, you get, like, a little bit of piss. Like, he knew he was going to make a mess when he put it together. And he still has it. But I guess this gave him the occasion to meet Laura's dad, coincidentally.
Did you have an accident, son? Oh, it's not what you think. I'm potty trained. She isn't.
So I guess the doll's for Lisa's hospital kids. Is that what?
Yes, please.
Is that what we're supposed to believe?
But Screech goes straight there, is what I'm saying. He's quite degenerate.
Thanks for the tip.
You know, for a homeless guy, he dresses really well.
Yeah, that guy could totally get a nice job interview in that get-up, and who
Yeah,
wouldn't talk to
he's
him?
wearing a cardigan, a nice button-up shirt.
He's eating.
That's the worst. What's great is Zach goes, Screech, look. And then gets mad when he looks at him.
Excuse me, are you alright? Oh, I'll be okay. I just didn't eat breakfast today. No, you shouldn't leave your house without breakfast. It's the most important meal of the day.
He doesn't have a house.
I think he's homeless. Well, then he should eat out.
I mean, this is also really dated. Like, every homeless person you see in LA is not going to become an issue for you. You're pretty used to it by now, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I got a bigger bathroom here than I ever did at home.
But Zach spots this homeless man in the bathroom, and it's like he's seen some sort of a rare animal at Yosemite Park. He says, Screech, look at that.
Yeah, no, in a big city like LA, the homeless people are invisible.
Yeah, I
You
know.
don't even notice them. You just step over them and say, wow,
Nah, he's fat.
Uh,
He eats breakfast.
I just took a big step. You don't think about it.
Gotta go look for the girl.
They made a really big deal about this guy, though, and then Zach says, you know, Merry Christmas and all that. Gives him some money. It's really...
Wait, hold on. It's like $4.
Ooh, I got tips. Is it yours, mister? Oh, there's no money in there, son. Why check again? Merry Christmas.
I don't know why Zach felt the need to be charitable in the situation. I mean, the guy was clearly going about his own business.
Those are $3. The guy says, Merry Christmas, thanks to you, son, for $3. His daughter's pulling in more than that. He can skim off the top
Yeah,
of
we
that.
know that the minimum going rate for high schoolers working this mall is $8 an hour, thanks to Jesse.
Yeah.
So Laura's making $8 an hour,
$8 an hour, let's assume she's working 40 hours a week. That's enough to live on.
and they both live in his car.
Yeah.
So Zach pops $3 in, like Mr. fucking Moneybags.
Really, on $8 an hour at 40 hours a week, he should be able to have some food.
Yeah.
Because that's like, that's like a $500 paycheck. Back in 1990, that's,
And, I mean, you look at Laura, she's clearly very emaciated. She's done some method acting to get into the state that she would need to be able to portray a homeless teenager. And then as we're going to see in this next scene, I mean, she starts wolfing down potato chips. It's really pathetic.
Spoiler alert. Actually, she can afford to wear makeup. Can you believe that?
Yeah, but, she's literally starving. And so is he. He's going to pass out from hunger. But they're in a mall. They don't have any home payments. They don't really need to move their station wagon.
That's why he's homeless.
He can't afford a single... something doesn't compute. Where's all the money going?
Well, when you give a guy a handout, you can't be sure if he's really hungry or a wino or worse. So, can you give it $12.30?
How insensitive.
What's great is that, maybe we can possibly try to show it with a still frame, but, I mean, Mark Paul was really callous in that scene. Just a complete dickhead. Whether he's homeless or a wino or worse.
The chick dumped you before you went on a date. I can relate. That happened to me 2 weeks ago.
Dumped on you?
Yeah, I had a scheduled date, got dumped. She wasn't playing hard to get.
You're sitting there with your tongue hanging out and no
lollipop to lick.
What the fuck is Screech wearing?
Hey, Lisa, guess what I'm wearing?
Is that mistletoe?
Yeah. Make you want to do anything?
Yeah, run away.
Yeah, I mean, just because he has that on his head, she doesn't have to respond to him. Or even pretend that it has any meaning. It's just a fucking novelty hat. It's not actually mistletoe.
I'm sorry if I offended you. I really don't know much about the homeless people. See, in my neighborhood,
I don't know much about the homeless
The
people.
homeless people. It's like the sand people.
just,
They seem to be angry and they want ship parts from old spaceships.
it was worth it.
And they march in single file to hide their numbers.
But ever since Zach thought he hurt you, he's been real sad.
I think one of the great parts is the contrast in this episode. Like, she can't afford potato chips, and Screech is buying, you know, useless mistletoe hats and dolls that fucking piss themselves.
Hey, Laura, I'm gonna go get some lunch. Do you need anything? No, thanks. I'm not.
Yeah, but Screech doesn't have a job. Where's he getting his money?
I don't know. I mean, he's got a
Crazy fucking mom.
crazy mom. I mean, he obviously skims a little off of what Operation Zach is able to scrounge money from, you know.
Actually, we're in the process of moving. We move around a lot. Could I have a chip?
Sure.
Have a dozen.
So it's like your dad travel a lot in his business?
He's between jobs right now.
You know, if Zach's after the Poussey, he's being really, like, extra personal, asking her deep questions about her family. I mean, shouldn't he keep it light and talk about MC Hammer and malls and...
Yeah, no, you make a good point. He's getting really into it.
That's the problem with this episode. Like, it's completely unrealistic. Like, Zach is beacon-like for the homeless. He makes sure to notice this guy. He makes sure to pass him some money. Then he makes sure to make a comment about it. He's, like, really crazily involved in these people's daily life. Both of them, suddenly.
My mom told me to apologize to you. Oh, Tommy, that's nice. I'm sorry. You ugly little bag.
Oh, wicked burn.
And Merry Christmas to you, Jesse. Jesse, this is Laura.
That was one of the funniest lines this show's ever produced. Like, an old bag is, like, reserved for a 90-year-old woman or something who's got a really bad attitude. Jesse's, like, you know, 17 and attractive and nice.
Well, 17.
Santa, me and Laura.
18, 24, I don't know.
No, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, attractive. Yeah.
Have you been a good boy?
But this kid has said something that's completely fantastical. He calls her an old bag. That's keen. So then Laura actually tells Santa Claus she is homeless
Don't know.
and needs a home.
Nobody's ever asked me that.
The guy's like, I'm not really Santa Claus.
I'll try.
I'm homeless myself.
So she believes in Santa Claus and she operates on the same assumptions as his children.
So, Jesse, how much do we owe you?
No wonder her family's homeless. They're idiots.
It's cool that she believes in the magic of Santa Claus, but it's clear that she was just trying to get a free Polaroid. If I tell this guy that I need a home, he's not going to charge me for this photo.
All right, what's in
Because, I mean, she probably did not have the pocket cash to pay for it, and that was going to look really bad if Zach had to do it, because it was her fucking idea.
Oh, hi, Mom. Mom, meet Laura.
Hi. Laura, watch out for my son. He starts with hard candy, then works up to chocolate kisses. That's how his dad got me.
Mom. So is play set for Saturday?
Yeah, we'll play. A Christmas
Oh god, there's nothing funny about Zach's mom. She sucks.
She seems to know that he's a sexual predator. It's like a tacit assumption that she shares
She's like,
with him.
oh,
Yeah.
luring women with candy again?
Exactly.
Of course.
Luring. Luring's the key
Yeah,
word.
that is, yeah.
It's my first day. in
And
the
she's
job.
helping him ask a woman on a date. I mean, this looks like a serious, like a tag team, actually.
I'm sure that most store owners would love to have their employees in the play.
She's like his wing mom.
Oh, yeah. Your boss.
It's kind of the same way when she shows up at the attic. She's like, we scared up some tail here, Morris?
Whereas me too. Nice egg.
Look at the way she's looking at Laura.
You
Sizing her
know
up.
what you want for Christmas yet?
She's a pretty badass babe.
I don't think I can find a box big enough for her.
But I'll look. And if I can't find a box, I will find some sort of cage.
And she, again, she seems to understand that Zach would put a woman into some wooden enclosure and take her somewhere.
Well, otherwise, I mean,
Best I can.
well, I don't think they would run away, especially that one. She's not gonna
Yeah, she
home
would
roast
actually.
you.
That's actually great. I don't think I can find a box big enough for your homeless girlfriend.